This project is brought to you by World of Warcraft, The War Within. Hey there! If you remember last week I worked on Xal'atath to gear up for the upcoming World of Warcraft expansion, The War Within. That project was insanely cool, but it turns out Xal'atath isn't going to be enough.
Your blade is as fractured as Stormwind's king.
Yeah, you heard that right. Xal'atath herself think it won't cut it. How awesome is that, by the way? I get chills every time I hear that line. Anyway, we are going to take on a new challenge, crafting the Blade of the Black Empire, which, by the way, shares its name with Xal'atath, as this particular sword was her prison. The lore behind this is super cool, so if this sounds interesting, check out the link in the video description to learn more and get ready for the War Within. Oh, and by the way, I've only got a couple of days to pull this off because the expansion is dropping really soon, August the 26th to be exact, so let's get started. Alright, this sword is almost complete. I have polished the edge and the spikes and it's just about ready for testing. But it still does not quite match the in-game version, so I will need to add some color, but I don't want to go full coverage because I think that would make it look more like a prop. So I will distress the paint a bit to let the metal and texture show through. I've also had an interesting idea for the glowing parts like the runes and the eyes, as I got some fine luminescent powder and UV curing resin, and I'm curious to see how the effect turns out. Hopefully it will look something like what you see in game, and worst case it will at least be fun to see if it glows at night. Let's give it a shot and see how it goes. And that's it. Thank you so much for watching this video. I gotta say, Xal'atath, the Blade of the Black Empire, looks incredibly cool to me. And is surprisingly effective too. I think I can finally say I'm ready to dive into the World Within head first. I am really looking forward to explore the 4 new zones, as well as checking out the delves, which are new mini dungeon. I really feel like it's a great time to get back into WoW or to check it out for the first time, as both new and returning players are going to love some of the new features like warband and dynamic flights. There's so much to do, I could talk about it all day. So huge thanks to Blizzard for sponsoring this video. If you couldn't tell already, I've always been a massive fan of World of Warcraft, and crafting weapons from the game has been an awesome experience, and I cannot think of a better way to celebrate the game's 20th anniversary. Make sure to check out the 10th expansion of World of Warcraft, The War Within, coming out August 26th. You can find a link in the video description. Thank you again for watching and see you soon in the next project. Bye bye.